It was Christmas Eve, the magical night when every child's dreams come alive. But for good old St. Nicholas, the holiday cheer was suddenly interrupted. The snow was falling thick and fast, and the Christmas lights twinkled merrily outside. But something was wrong. I was relaxing by the fire, eagerly waiting for Santa to arrive, when a loud and urgent knock echoed through the door. Startled, I opened it, only to find Santa himself, breathless and red-faced from the cold. His jolly belly seemed deflated, his usual twinkle in his eye replaced with worry. "Oh ho, oh no, not again," Santa huffed, leaning against the door, his usual cheer drained from his voice. I blinked in surprise. "Santa, stress? What happened, Santa?" I asked, concerned. "I've had a little problem tonight," he said, shaking his head in frustration. "I've been training a new reindeer, Bucky, and I'm afraid he's run off. We were just doing some drills when a jet passed by overhead, and Bucky got scared and bolted. Now he's lost in the snow, and I'm afraid he might not make it on his own." I could see the worry in Santa's eyes. "I need help to find him, and you're the only ones who can assist me. You've got the best eyes in this town, and I trust you." Without a moment's hesitation, Mom and I bundled up in our warmest coats. The storm was growing stronger, and there was no time to lose. We hopped into the truck with Santa, and off we went to search for the lost reindeer, while Santa's other reindeer stayed warm and snug in the garage. As the truck drove through the blizzard, the snow seemed to swirl faster, almost as though the wind itself was trying to keep us from finding Bucky. But Santa remained hopeful. "Has a bright yellow nose," Santa said, his eyes scanning the snowy abyss ahead. "We'll see his glow soon enough. Never forget when you stand before Christ at the appearing of his cross, that the appearing of Christ has a great resonance." We traveled for miles down the slick, icy roads, the headlights barely cutting through the snowstorm. The wind howled, and the cold seemed to bite through every layer of warmth. But just when we were about to lose hope, we spotted something, a faint yellow light glowing through the thick white blanket of snow. "There!" Mom shouted. "That's it." We stopped the truck, and sure enough, there stood Bucky, shivering, his coat frosted over, but still glowing brightly with his yellow nose. Santa jumped out of the truck, running toward the young reindeer. "Bucky!" he cried with joy, his deep voice a welcome sound to the lost reindeer. "You're all right," he said. Then he plunged a hand into the chill water and took a great swim, but Bucky was frozen to the bone, his little legs trembling from the cold. "We need to warm him up," Mom said, wrapping a blanket around him. "We can't let him stay out here any longer." Back at the house, we placed Bucky next to the fire, and slowly his shivers stopped. His yellow glow softened as he thawed, and a look of relief washed over Santa's face. He hugged Bucky gently, brushing the snow from his fur. "You've no idea how much this means to me," Santa said, his eyes glistening with gratitude. "I don't know what I would have done without you." The mood lightened, and just when I thought it was all over, Santa did something even more magical. From the back of his sleigh, he pulled out a sack of gifts, tied with ribbons and wrapped in bright, shiny paper, and handed them to me and my family. "For your kindness and bravery," he said, "you've helped me more than you'll ever know." Love. Before Santa left, he looked at me with a smile. "I really do love Bucky. He's more than just a reindeer. He's my friend." His voice grew quieter. When he disappeared, I didn't know what to do. But thanks to you, everything's right again. And with a final wave, Santa climbed into his sleigh, ready to continue his journey. The snow was still falling gently, but somehow it felt warmer now. As Santa and Bucky soared into the night sky, I stood there, watching their glowing trail fade into the distance, listening to their whisper, to their prayers, to their joy, and to the feeling of being part of the universe that's set. "Thank you," I whispered to the night. "Merry Christmas." As Santa's sleigh flew into the night, the glow of Bucky's nose slowly faded into the distance, leaving behind a sense of magic. I stood there, smiling, knowing that this Christmas was truly special. Just before I closed the door, I heard Santa's voice, faint but clear. "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." With a happy heart, I went inside, feeling the warmth of the season and the magic of a Christmas I would never forget.